Morning, my dear legendary students. Welcome back to online webinar classes.
Good morning,
Good
sir.
morning, sir. Good
Good
morning,
morning, Ashmin, Jabin,
Good morning, sir.
Supriya, Pavni.
Morning.
So,
Good morning, sir.
good morning, Monica. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Please mute all of you. Okay, today we are going to discussing about new topic of immunology. Before that, tell me, Ashmin. Tell me, beta.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me.
Actually, we was
Good morning. Good morning to all of you. So, welcome back to online webinar classes. This is Krishna sir of Zoology. So today we are going to discussing about one more important topic that is okay. That is hypersensitivity. Hypersensitivity. Okay, what is hypersensitivity? Today we are going to discussing. What is hypersensitivity? Hypersensitivity is nothing but it is also called hyperimmunity. Simple. What we can call it is hyperimmunity. So whether antigens are enters in our body to reacting, okay, our body to reacting hyperactivity. So whether for the first time the antigen enters in our body to react to give something antibodies to give the first reaction. But the first time the foreign bodies enters in our body should not produces antibodies. But in that case, later same type of antigen enters in our body to react to more reactions. So that it leads to what happened, ma? It leads to like inflammation, like swelling, like asthma, like urticaria, like erythroblastophthalasis. The different reactions will be there. Okay, so hypersensitivity, nothing but our body to giving more sensitivity. The second foreign antigens is called what, ma? Hypersensitivity. Or so whether the foreign antigen enters in our body to reacting more hyperactivity is known as hypersensitivity. Okay, so the hypersensitivity reactions are mainly two types are there. Two types reactions are there. That is acute reaction, and second one is that means what, ma? It means chronic. That means dilated reactions. It means dilated reactions. Acute reactions are what? Whether the foreign antigens are second time enters into our body but to react more within the short period of 24 hours, right? Or within the short period of fraction of minutes, fraction of seconds, reactions will be found. That is called what? Acute reactions. The acute reactions, acute hypersensitivity, and dilated hypersensitivity, it will be take more time. After 24 hours, it will be take 24 to 48 hours. That's why it's called dilated hypersensitivity, right? So this acute and dilated, or we can call it chronic, right? So acute hypersensitivities are mainly three reactions are there: hypersensitivity 1, hypersensitivity 2, hypersensitivity 3 also there. Hypersensitivity 4 reaction we can call it is a dilated, or this is a dilated reaction. Okay, so now let us go to one by one. What is hyper activity? So this is what inflammatory response. The inflammatory response local eliminates the antigens, right? So whether the second time enters into antigens, our body to reacting more sensitivity and to releasing something chemical substances to eliminate the antigens without extensively damaging the host tissue, right? So simply the hypersensitivity, where the foreign bodies enters, the body to remove from body to outside without host to tissue damage. So it will give the something inflammatory reactions like swelling will become, and that means inflammation will come, and like urtica, asthma will come. Okay, allergy will come. So different reactions we are seeing, right? Next, hypersensitivity means what? It is an immune inflammatory response. What is that, ma? Immune inflammatory response that are harmful to the host. The hypersensitivity is what? Immune inflammatory response that are harmful to the host. So, which is given by one Piquet in 1906. The hypersensitivity is a word given by Richard scientist now. Hypersensitivity one is called in olden days. All allergy reactions we can call it hypersensitive. In olden days we can call it what? Hypersensitivity is known as. All allergy reactions are known as hypersensitive. But nowadays only allergens are hypersensitive one reactions, right? This is what very important. Remaining 1, 2, 3, okay, 4. One is only hypersensitive. One is known as allergy reactions. Remaining 2, 3, 4 is not allergy reactions, right? Let us move to see how many are there. For example, type 1, type 2, type 3. Okay, type 1 you know very well. See, type 1 hypersensitivity 1, hypersensitivity to type 2, hypersensitivity type 3, hypersensitivity type 4. Okay, remembering one thing. See, type 1. Type 1, it is called hypersensitivity. It is also called what is it, ma? Hypersensitivity 1 is called anaphylaxis reactions. What, ma? Anaphylaxis reactions. Okay. So this hypersensitivity 1 is responsible by what, ma? IgE immunoglobulin. IgE what, ma? IgE immunoglobulins. Remembering one thing. IgE immunoglobulin is known as reagent. Remembering one thing, today topic also will come examination. 1 or 2 bits will come, right? Remembering one thing, carefully remember. Okay, now carefully listen. And once I repeat, what ma? IgE immunoglobulin is known as what, ma? Reagent. Hypersensitivity 1 is mediated by, that means IgE immunoglobulin. That's why it is called IgE mediated hypersensitivity. Next, type 2, hypersensitivity 2 here responsible by IgG or IgM. IgG or IgM, which is responsible. Okay, so that is what very important thing. Okay, na? Then IgG or IgM, which is mediated, that is called what, ma? Type 2. And type 3, it is mainly responsible for, so it is a immunoglobulin complex mediated here. Number 1, IgE mediated sensitivity reactions are there. Type 2 is called antibody mediated hypersensitivity or cytotoxic hypersensitivity. We can say type 2. Type 3, immunocomplex mediated hypersensitivity. What is it, ma? Immunocomplex, that means mediated hypersensitivity. It is responsible by what, ma? IgA. Is it, ma? IgA. And next one, what is it, ma? Type 4 is called cell mediated hypersensitivity. SCMH. CMH, cell mediated hypersensitivity. In this, what happened, ma? These type 4 hypersensitivity, which is responsible by TDH cells. T nothing but T dilated helper cells or TH1 cells or TC cells. We can call it, this is the type 1, type 2, type 3, type 4. Okay, we are seeing type 1. Let us go to what, ma? Type 1. What is type 1? Okay, remembering one thing. Once first the foreign antigen enters in our body to reacting, especially for mast cells and basophils. Mast cells and basophils are reacted. Okay, na? And reacted our plasma cells to produce as antibodies. Which antibody? IgE antibody. What is it, ma? So when allergens are enters, IgE antibodies are enters. IgE antibodies are produced by the response of allergens, right? So then these IgE antibodies, immunoglobulins, attachment with mast cells are basophils with what ma FC part. The FC part of IgE which attachment with the mast cells, and FAB part attachment with the allergens, right? This is one of the important. Okay, now very, very important. Okay, first antigen enters in our body, IgE all produced. The first antigens are enters into mast cells, then IgE are attachment. IgE, this what ma, this is the FC part. This FC part attachment with the mast cell, and FAB part attachment to second time enters in antigen allergens. Then, okay, for the first time antigen enters in our body, granules are ready. The granules are get ready for the chemical substances are, and the granules are ready to explode, ready to rapture of the granule, rapture of the cells. Right. The second time same allergen enters in our body. Okay, na? So what happened ma? To attach the second time allergens attachment with the FAB part of IgE, sorry. What ma? Okay. So this is the, in that condition, degranulation takes place. So this degranulation, the granules which contains cytotoxic, that means toxic chemical substances, like different chemical substances are there. These chemical substances are released into blood, reach to all organs, released to blood, reach to all organs like skin, like lungs, like eyes, like skin, total everything. That means the people are suffering from urticaria, allergy, itchings, rashes, inflammation, swelling, everything reactions will be found. This is a allergy hypersensitivity. One is called what ma? Allergens or allergy reactions. These reactions are called reagent. The reagent done by IgE, immunoglobulin. Okay, now. So this is what very important. Okay, simply for the granulation purpose, the requirement of first antigen is called what ma? Primary dose. For the degranulation purpose, the secondary dose of what ma? Secondary dose of allergens is called what ma? Second allergens. So where to give the allergy reaction, that type of foreign antigens is called what ma? Allergens. Like what are the allergens? You know very well. See, like dust particles. Okay, dust particles like chemical substances like chilies, like different chemical substances which are enters into our body or about to giving more reactions, right? That is a type 1. Okay, we are going to see type 1. For example, basophil. These basophil and mast cells are responsible for these degranulation and granulation reactions, right? Okay, here what happened? Type 1 response. See, in the type 1 response, so for example, remembering one thing, the allergens are enters, the first time enters allergens are about to reacting to releasing IgE proteins, IgE immunoglobulins, right? These IgE, to the IgE to sensitizing them, to stimulate the memory cells and plasma cells. Memory cells and plasma cells. So these memory cells, the plasma cell to produces allergen specific IgE. Allergen specific IgE. So, and sensitizing the mast cells. These IgE sensitizing mast cells. These IgE attachment with the FC receptor for IgE attachment with the mast cells. Then what happened? Granulation takes place. Same second type of allergen enters into attachment with the FAB part of IgE. Then degranulation takes place. Okay, na? So this degranulation, it is called vasoactive amines, vasodilator amines are there. Right? What happened? These chemical substances reach to smooth muscle and small blood vessels, mucous glands, blood platelets, sensory nerve endings, eosinophils, etc. Everything reach to giving reactions like itching, rashes, swelling, urticaria, asthma, everything which is starting that reactions of hypersensitivity mechanism. Okay, now, right? Then, so see, this is the IgE immunoglobulin we are discussed in the types of immunoglobulins, right? So this is this part is called FAB part. This is called no hinge region, the additional domain. This is the Ig structure, and CH2, CH3, CH4 also there. and varial heavy chain, varial light chain also there. Okay, right. Initiation of the degranulation. So what happened here? Initiation of the degranulation. See, same phenomena. Second, first antigen enters into our body. Our body mast cells are sensitizing, and to sense to these mast cells to sensitizing the to stimulate the memory cells and plasma cells. The plasma cell to produce IgE. Then IgE attachment with the FC receptor, allergen specific antigen to attachment with the mast cells. And second antigen enters. See, we are observing in the diagram. In the allergen, see the second allergen attachment with the this is called FAB part. In that, what happens? Degranulation takes place. This is a step, and this one is a B step. Anti-isotope of antibody, and next one, this is the C step. What my cross linkage of Ig receptor by anti-receptor antibody. Okay, now then the calcium to releasing, and the calcium to releasing degranulation takes place. What is that, ma? Degranulation takes place. It will give you the inflammatory reactions. Okay, right. So this is this mechanism not essential. Okay. What are the after degranulation? See in the diagram, same phenomena. First, allergen centers, okay, or mast cells are reacting with the help of the here the connecting between MHC1, major histocompatibility 1, major histocompatibility 2, which are responsible, and T cells are responsible, and to releasing something. What happened, ma? These sensitizing memory induction for the releasing of Ig antibody. These Ig antibodies to giving the allergy reactions like reagents and like histamines, prostaglandins, like okay, everything we are observing this vasoactive amines to be producing after degranulation, right? Okay, then next, what are the what are the degranulation chemical substances are releasing, right? What are the histamine, heparin, serotonin, eosinophil chemotactic factor, and neutrophil chemotactic factor, and protease. For example, histamine heparin. This histamine heparin, okay, histamine heparin increase the vascular permeability, smooth muscle contraction, and serotonin, which is responsible for increased vascular permeability and smooth muscle contraction, serotonin also. Okay, and right, and eosinophils chemotic factor, which is to be responsible for eosinophil chemotaxis, neutrophil chemotactic factor, that is neutrophil chemotaxis, and proteases like trypase, kinase, so which is responsible for bronchial mucus secretion and degradation of blood vessels. Okay, that means basement membrane and generation of complement split produces, right? These are primary reactions. And what are the secondary reactions, right? What are the, that is called platelet activating factor. Okay, what is that, ma? Platelet activating factor. And next to prostaglandins and bradykinin. Platelet activating factors into platelet aggregate, that means aggregation, degranulation, contraction of pulmonary smooth muscles. And prostaglandins, it is also responsible for vasodilation. Vasodilation means contraction of, vasodilation means what? Contraction of pulmonary smooth muscles. Platelet aggregation. Okay, bradykinin, increase the vascular permeability. Increase the vascular permeability and smooth muscle contractions, right? And cytokines. These cytokines, like what are the cytokines? Interleukin 1, interleukin 2, interleukin 4, 3, and 6 TGF. And these are the cytokines which are responsible for systemic anaphylactic reactions. Systemic anaphylactic reactions which are increasing their reactions, right? So these are the primary and secondary reactions will form. Okay, see, that means what? Endodermal injection of antigen. So our tissue mast cells are reacting, or tissue mast cells are reacting, and venules, and these antigens are enters in our body or body to reacting, and Ig is to reacting to releasing something, degranulation. The second entry of that antigen, right? So what my here, linkage of plasma cells, leakage of plasma cells, vasodilation conjunction, activated mast cells, okay, like serotonin, gastrin, prostaglandins, histamines, different reactions will give the reactions, clinical symptoms will be formed. Okay. See the factors, development of allergic diseases, right? What are the factors? Geographical distribution. For example, some people, they are going to one place to other place. One place to other place, in that place, what if the dust particles does not tolerating. That is a geographical distribution. Also, one of the itching reactions will be there, sensitive reaction. Environmental factors like climate, air, pollution, socio-economic status, okay, like genetic risk factors, hygiene hypothesis, okay, and older siblings, daycare, exposure to certain foods, farm animals, okay, exposure to antibiotics during infancy, cytokine, milieu, which are the factors which leads to what hypersensitivity. The common allergens associated with the type of hypersensitivity. What are the allergens we are see? Like proteins, foreign serum, vaccines, and plant pollutants. What are the pollutants, right? Allergens like ryegrass, ragweed, timothy grass, witch trees, drugs like penicillin, sulfonomides, local anesthetics, and salicylates, and food. What are the food? Nuts, seafood, eggs, peas, beans. Sometimes some people eating a lady's finger, also it will be lady's finger to giving the allergy reaction. Some people are eating brinjal to giving something allergy reactions. These are the food item also which is giving allergy reactions, right? And insects products like bee venom, wasp venom, antivenom, cockroach calyx, and dust mites, which are what happened, ma? So which are responsible for the reactions. And mold spores are there, animal air and dander latex also, which give the hypersensitivity one. Okay, and what are the IG mediated disease in humans? Like what are the human being diseases they are suffering? Systemic, this is called anaphylactic. This anaphylactic reactions will there. That is, for example, asthma. Classification by immunopathological type, immunopathological phenotype can be used to determine management of strategies like what my heavy fever, allergic rhinitis, and hay fever, allergic rhinitis, and allergic conjunctivitis, skin reactions, food allergens. These are all the what ma IG mediated disease in humans, right? Diseases in humans. What are the diseases we are going to suffering from the hypersensitive one? Systemic anaphylaxis. Systemic anaphylaxis, what are the disease? Potentially fatal due to food ingestion like eggs, shellfish, peanuts, drug reactions, insect stings characterized by the airway obstruction and sudden fall in blood pressure. Okay, certain times systemic anaphylaxis reactions. We are eating something, eggs, shellfish, shell nuts, like air, which are giving something systemic anaphylaxis reactions will be formed. Like what is that, ma? Diseases in humans, part 2, bronchial asthma. It is a chronic inflammation will be formed. That is what my intermittent reversible air obstruction and chronic bronchial inflammation with eosinophil infiltration and bronchial smooth hypertrophy and hyperactivity. Okay, so these are the total this bronchial asthma dominated by the presence of eosinophils, CD4 and T lymphocytes, and large proportion and expression, and that means invariant T cells are that recognize the glycolipid antigens are will give the bronchitic asthma reactions, right? See the asthma reactions we are observing in this slide: normal airway and muscle and lung and airway in a person with asthma. This allergy reaction, swelling, total the the lung tract, that is tight muscles are there, mucus and swelling also there. In the the airway to be formed, like swelling to be formed, it will be the person's. So that air should not go to proper air. The lungs should not receive proper air. That's why the people, they are going to asthma, like that they are facing that hyperactivity problems, right? Okay, and next one. This is not essential for this one. Okay, and this is in humans. That is third. There's upper respiratory tract and gastrointestinal tract. They are facing different diseases, and skin disease like urticaria and mediated by histamine, eczema, late phase reaction, allergens to the skin, inflammation can be treated as steroids. Okay, and urticaria we are seeing observe on the skin. What one say, so many rashes are formed in the urticaria. Okay, atopic eczema. The eczema also looking like scabies. It is eczema also to be formed on the skin. So, and radio allergy, that means RAST. What is RAST? So radio allergens, radio allergen test. By using of RAST, we are identify this one. This is one of the important reaction, right? Now let us go to type 2. What is type 2? Already we discussed. So type 2 is nothing but it is a, what is that? The hypersensitivity type 2. It is a antibody mediated. Okay, what antibody? IgG or IgM mediated takes place. Okay, mediated takes place and give the allergy. It give the reactions. Okay, now see, type 2 hypersensitivity mediated by antibodies. Mediated by antibodies directed towards the antigens. This is what antibody. This is a membrane and mediated something. Antibodies are there to the antigens, right? So the mediated by antibody directed towards the antigens present on cell surface or the extracellular matrix type 2A antibodies with. What reactions? Antagonistic properties type 2B also there. Type 2A, that's extracellular matrix. Type 3, type 2B, that is called what? Agonistic and antagonistic properties, like mechanism of damage, absonization and complement, bind with the FC receptor mediated phagocytosis. Mediated phagocytosis also there. The complement and FC receptor mediated inflammation. Complement FC receptor mediated inflammation takes place. In that the case, what happened? Here hypersensitivity to the antigen enters in your body. Antibody is mediated with the cells. Here where the antigen antibody complex are formed. Okay, in that case, the complements are attached. The complements are bind with the complements are attachment with the FC receptor of antibody to be giving the phagocytosis reaction. So some what happened here, we are facing many problems. Okay, that is called antibody mediated cellular dysfunction, right? For example, say we are observing the here we are observing see what is that here actually takes place. This phagocytosis reactions we are taking. Okay, especially for the absonization and phagocytosis. Absonization and phagocytosis, what happened here? So what happened here? The cell which is there, the cell that means antigen. This is antigen which is attachment with the what antibodies. Okay, and FC receptor. In that the case, okay, in the FAB part antibody attachment and FC receptor, that is phagocyte. In that the case, what happened? Antigen antibody complex. In that case, complement are activated. The complement are activated. This complement attachment with C here, This is the antigen antibody complex. Here, the complement activity takes place. This is after complement activation. So then totally these which is to prepare where the complement attachment the antigen antibody complexes to prepare the MAC. MAC nothing but membrane attack complexes. Membrane attack complex to prepare the holes, and these antigen antibody complex complement activation enters into cell. The cell should be damaged. That is called what ma? This is called phagolyzed cell. So that process is called phagocytosis. What is that ma? Phagocytosis. Okay. Now, this is the phagocytosis is one of the innate immunity reactions. It gives the something hyperactivity. Example, what are the hypersensitivity to? That is what ma? It is also antibody mediated hypersensitivity to. Examples: autoimmune hemolytic anemia, autoimmune hemolytic anemia, autoimmune thrombocytic purpura. So these are the important that means blood clotting. That means blood clotting factors which is there. This is the hypersensitivity to reactions, right? Okay, and see we are this FC receptor, this antigen. Okay, this is a foreign body, FC receptor, and this antigen and antigen antibody complexes and complement activation takes place. In the other case, this complement activation to attachment with the foreign body and neutrophils enzyme to giving the reactions and to kill the foreign bodies and to give the inflammation and tissue injured also takes place. This is called, for example, pemphigus vulgaris and Goodfatcher syndrome also to be formed. So this is hypersensitivity 1 and hypersensitivity 2. And remembering one thing, tomorrow we'll be discussing about not tomorrow, tomorrow exam will be there. After exam, Tuesday we should, Monday, Tuesday, then after we should take type 2 and type 3, type 4 we'll be discussing. Okay, today the session is completed. Thank you very much, all of my dear legendary students. Okay, thank you very much. This is Krishna sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.